Moo and welcome to the Pinktron. I'm Craig Martin. I am joined this week by John Keenan. John, what are you drinking?
Well, I just finished a cup of coffee, so I've just moved on to some sparkling water.
Excellent. We are also joined by Steph Etienne. Steph, what are you drinking?
I'm having a Lindemans Creek beer, Creek Lambic beer. It's cherry flavored beer. It's quite popular here. It's a variety that's quite known here in Belgium.
Okay. Yeah, here in Moncton, there's for some reason people have a thing for blueberry beer and I just can't get behind it.
It's a very Portland style blueberry beer.
Yeah, well, I mean, so wild blueberries are a big thing here. So,
Yeah.
yeah, so there many are grown here. So I guess that's the link. But yeah, not in beer, not for me. Anyway, it's okay, but I don't really enjoy it. So I'm Craig Martin. I have a Spoutnik hazy IPA from Brasseur de Petit Saut in up near Grand Falls, New Brunswick. So. Or actually it says Edmonton, New Brunswick. Okay, Petit Saut, I figured it'd be near
Out
Grand
me.
Falls, but okay. Anyway, there we go. So yeah, that's a nice little hazy IPA. I already had a crack canoe. It is a two beer night after my race. But first we will go to John. And how many times did you go round and round
Round and
the
round.
city?
It's the kind of race where you just don't even count and you just wait until you're down to the final lap. I think it was 10 laps.
It was 10 laps
10
of
laps.
downtown Dolphin. So that is the clockwise direction. Yes.
Yes,
Uphill through the sprint banner. Yeah.
Yeah. So
On the cobbles.
yeah, the rollers at the end.
Rollers at the end by the, yeah. Yeah, that was a big, big race. I think there were over 100 while we were racing. Now, I don't know
Yeah.
if everybody got out of the gate. I see 79 on Zwift Racing app.
Yeah.
And
So that should capture everybody that got out of the gate, I think, or at least everybody
yeah,
who
yeah,
finished half the race.
there
Yeah.
were no
it,
DNFs on that. So, yeah, 80-ish. And I would say 40 of those look like, well, maybe a little less than that. 30 of those were pretty new people, like a lot of private players in Zwift Racing app, which means they don't have a Zwift Power account, and a lot of yellow on their numbers. So that was like their best power ever. Um, and they're all tens, which is what, copper?
yeah,
So people new to racing just decided to jump into a little downtown Dolphin action. And good on them. I mean, they all stuck it out 41 minutes for the longest. Like 32-ish for the quicker ones. And I mean, it was a spirited race where I was 38th, and we had a good 15 people in our bunch. Ollie from the herd and Brian Mudge from the gorillas and some ATP folks. And we
Yeah.
mostly stuck together. Kind of got stretched out every time we went up the cobbles to the
Yep.
banner, and then
Yeah. So
occasionally they would get spit out.
just looking at your group, the two guys that finished in front of you and Ollie. So Robert MacArthur, I've raced a bunch,
Mm.
and Julian Fussell, I believe, is the ringleader of SDW. Uh,
Oh, okay.
so yeah, he's I think, but yeah, he's the ringleader of their participation in HWR and HSRL. So they're one of the teams that hangs
yeah.
a lot. So yeah, no, those are racers I've raced a lot. So yeah,
Yeah.
very
And Jordan was our lone platinum. It was
yeah,
definitely a bimodal race, a lot of diamonds and a lot of copper
yeah.
and a smattering of people in between.
Well, I think there's a lot of yeah, it looks like a lot of diamond to sapphire.
Yeah.
And then yeah, one amethyst, one platinum, and I
Couple of
think one
golds and that
yeah,
yeah,
two golds, and then yeah, then more below that. So
the
more
rest is
eight, nine, 10. Yeah,
yeah, silver, bronze, and copper guys.
yeah.
So yeah,
Even not a lot of silver, only six.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Kind of weird that that missing middle.
Yeah. Yeah. So it meant, all those diamond, whatever those, I don't even know what 2 and 3 are. They roared out of the gate. I didn't even hold them until the hill for the cobbles. So
Yeah,
they were just smashing it pretty fast.
diamond, ruby, emerald are
Diamond,
the,
ruby, and emerald.
and then sapphire. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. They lapped us around, lap 4-ish, maybe 5, I want to say.
yeah,
Um, I think we probably lost a couple from our group while as we were trying to hold on to the faster riders because they came just before the cobble section.
yeah.
So we
So
had a good half minute before, with a good draft and pulling us up over the top.
yeah, so I think downtown Dolphin you can draft really well pretty much everywhere except the club cobbled prime section, and that's where there's there's going to be a big difference.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know how fast you're going by the time you get up that and it grinds off some speed, but yeah, I mean, still going 25 kilometers an hour, 20,
Yeah.
25.
Oh, there's still lots of
Yeah,
draft, but
Yeah.
yeah,
there's when you're not going to hang on to the front guys that are way
No.
more like over those other hills. If you really try, you can probably hang on any other given point. Maybe not over and over and over again, but
Hmm. Hmm.
the problem is the prime. The
Right.
prime. Yeah.
Right. Well, it took me a couple laps to remember that you get your power up at the banner, at the lap banner, not at the sprint banner.
Yeah. Um,
Use
but
that wisely.
you probably want to use it at the sprint most laps. Yeah.
Yeah, most of the time I would say, yeah, if you get the arrow, I usually use it somewhere on the downhill to try to catch back up, but
Yeah.
get a
If
little
I'm
bit
with
beat
a
up.
group of people faster than me, I use the arrow going into the prime. So you get the
Into
left,
it.
yeah. So you get the left turn and then a little bit of downhill and into the
Yep.
cobbled uphill. So
Yeah.
I'll use it on that after the left turn,
To
accelerate
get up
there.
into the middle of the group toward the
Yeah,
front and yeah.
yeah. So, but yeah, to me, that's the spot you're going to get dropped if you're really trying to stay. If you're really trying to stay on, that's where you're
Yeah.
probably going to get dropped. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Because half of them are going to have a feather and they're going to push
yep.
it ahead of you easily. And yeah.
Well, and so, but that's where they're going to push a little bit there just to put a little bit of pressure on anybody they don't think is as strong as them, and
Mm-hmm.
that's the guys in
Mm-hmm.
the middle are trying to drop the guys who are weaker than them. The guys at the front, they don't really care. They're trying to win the sprint, but they want to drop the sprinters that can't really stay with them over the long term. So they want to
Yeah.
get it over and over again. So yeah, it's
it's a bit of a war of attrition.
very much, yeah. And man, the front of this race was in high quality. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I like if you look at Zwift Power, it's like 23 people. I count a couple of them weren't in the sprint, all diamond and ruby. Then a group at 2 minutes the emeralds and sapphires, and then basically the rest. You can see the clear difference in
Yeah.
velo ranks and spread out in groups correctly.
No, and you know what? That's a pretty good endorsement of Velo.
Yeah,
Um, you know,
Mm.
when this is what happens, and it's it's not exact. There's people that outperformed
no,
their velo and people that underperformed their velo, but it's pretty tightly it's pretty tightly sorted. Other
Yeah,
than
most,
other than Ollie beating you, John. Uh,
yeah.
yeah,
I just looked
yeah,
at Ollie's ranking. I didn't. Yeah,
yeah.
that's
No, no. So, I mean,
surprising.
so like Ollie overperformed by a little bit, but
Yeah.
that's one guy.
oh, yeah.
Hmm.
Also, there was a platinum rider a minute behind your group, a private rider with a
And who knows, right? So the
yeah,
private player means they have not registered on Zwift Power, so and that means we can't see a whole lot about them. So
Yeah.
yeah, and yeah, and you don't know, they could be new to racing, like John said, or they could be people. There are still people that race very regularly, probably, and still not on Swift Power for whatever reason.
well, I'd
Because
say kind of
yeah, I
the
would say why not, but yeah, with the ZRS, with whenever they do their set racing, they have their racing score, so they don't care.
well, I was actually going to comment. It's interesting to see now that you can really see it type. It's in your face. Now that ZwiftRacing.app has the access to the Zwift data and is pulling them both together, but showing private player. Um,
They're more on the lower end. You can see sometimes a platinum or a dingus, but if you won't see that many. There was a sapphire, but regularly, if you look at like
yeah,
the top 30, there's one private player in 30th place. All the rest, all the ruby, the emeralds, the top guys are all with power, as predicted, as
yeah.
kind of predicted.
Oh no, absolutely. But I think what I was going to say is over the past year or so, there has because Zwift keeps saying, "Oh, we're gonna sunset Zwift Power. We're gonna sunset Zwift Power. We're gonna sunset Zwift
Mm.
Power."
Yeah.
There's less of a push to get people onto it. However, they still haven't. So, uh,
Yeah,
yeah. So definitely, for all our points races and everything, we have no other option still. So,
yeah,
yeah, that's
yeah,
that
yeah.
might be something we should maybe push on, as far as the herd on social media and stuff is, hey, sign up for Zwift Power. It's still really good, even if it's going to even if it's going to go away someday. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, and with ZRS, people that do just Z racing,
yeah,
it's fine because they get their score. But for a lot of people, like for me, who do mostly ladder or everything, yeah, Swift power is still important, as does Z-Rap, because Velo is my main racing score at the point at this point. But yeah, it's yeah interesting. But we'll see what the new year brings, because yeah, we were heavily we introduced Swift's racing score, but like we discussed many times,
they haven't finished it. They still haven't
they
finished
haven't finished it, and then it's still going at a snail's pace in progress. Or
it. Yeah,
they tweak it sometimes, or here and there, but
yeah.
meanwhile, Tim over at Zwift Racing App is busy with his Velo 2 experiment. Yeah,
Cool. Yep. Well, the Velo 2, I think, it seems to be kind of the natural progression.
yeah,
It seems very much an evolution of Velo.
yeah.
Anybody interested, go take a look at ZwiftRacing.app at Velo 2. There's more separation by course type, I think, and
Yeah,
type.
yeah, yeah,
But
course type, and also yeah, like endurance and whatever your punchiness.
yeah,
It's
so
more
it's ranking
type,
you on all of your attributes, I guess. As
yeah, attributes more than
a, and then it takes all of those and is supposed to
yeah, puts it in
your
the one.
predicted score based on how each of those attributes is supposed to play out on a given course.
Mm.
Yeah, but now it's sprint, punch, climb,
Yep.
endurance, pursuit, and time trial speed. So type of races. So yeah, and also scored on like the Zwift racing score on 1,000. So
Yeah.
a bit like Cedorus, but yeah,
Yeah. So anyway, we are off on a tangent. Before we go any further, let's
as we
cover
all
the remaining herd races. So herd beginner races. Steph, you looked this up.
do. Well, John did, but it's on going coastal, which is an interest, a good beginner racing. It starts at the desert pans. You do the desert, pass LAX or the roundabout, and then you go along the south coast, southern coast roads, and you finish with the Sasquatch sprint, which is the slightly uphill sprint. Yeah,
And
19,
I
19
think there's a,
kilometers.
I think there's a time warp in there because this is way longer than 19 kilometers in my head.
I know. I thought the same thing when
No, it's
But
like more
yeah,
like 30
I said, "Oh,
ish.
that's a
yeah,
long
but
route for HBR." I'm like, "Oh, that's only 19K." Like, "Oh,
y-
yeah, I suppose it is."
yeah, yeah, but you do the entire desert, which sounds a bit long, and you do like well, half of the southern
Yeah,
routes.
I guess that's what it is, isn't it? You're not doing the full South Coast road,
yeah.
but
So you only
yeah.
go
Yeah,
yeah, halfway around to the base of the grade, basically, a little over
Yeah.
halfway. But
yeah.
the desert's
It's
only
about.
10K. Like we always
I
think
think
the desert's big, but the desert's only 10K.
Okay.
so. From the pens to the roundabouts is about 10 11K,
Yeah,
but it feels sometimes forever.
yeah.
Hmm.
Well, you
And
go
and
on there when you want to hold a really steady power. A lot of times
yeah,
we'll go on there and they'll do laps and laps and laps. So it always feels like,
yeah.
but yeah. Anyway,
Yeah, I also think because well, the scenery changes, but still sometimes you think, oh, where still have to figure out if I'm not in the like that Oasis part, especially going into LAX or roundabout. It's well, how far is it still? But yeah, it's about 10K in the desert, 10K along the coast. Yeah, desert is pan flat, and then you have like we explained with, or we will explain with when um, Craig talks maybe about Tour de Spark. It's yeah, it's a bit rollier, more in the southern on the coastal roads. It's a bit more up and down. So definitely watch out for those, especially as a beginner for the ups and downs. And like I said, it's an also slightly uphill sprint till the line.
yeah.
I see the Stampede Challenge, Craig. That's an interesting course choice. I want to
Yes,
hear thoughts.
I
Thoughts.
am evil. I know
Yeah.
lots of people are gonna hate this. But you know what? I want to upgrade my gravel bike. So
Okay.
also, I think it's a really interesting TT course. So we're doing 2 laps of handful of gravel, which comes out with the lead in to right around 16K, 10 miles. So very close to the distance from last month. So
Yeah.
with the request to have the herd the Stampede Winter Challenge for the standings for 3 months, which I am going to try to do. I'm still not entirely confident that I'm going to be able to make Zwift Power play, but yeah. So that's the plan is we will do that, and I want to have all three courses of similar length. So this one will be a little bit longer in duration, I think. I think the times will be a little bit slower because it's on gravel, but it
And hill.
is a net downhill, so I think that's going to even it out a little bit. So
2 climbs, 3 downhills.
basically, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you got
I've also learned.
the downhill from the pens on to the jungle, which
Hmm.
is super fast,
Yeah.
and then you go around twice.
It's also a weird place to finish because it's not a really banner. It's just a random spot.
There's a banner there, isn't there?
No, there's no banner there.
No, you're right. Yeah.
Oh, is this that one? It's up at the top.
Yeah, but
There's
it's slightly in the
no.
downhill-ish.
There's sort of a banner there. There's an arch, but it's not really a banner.
Mm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So there is an arch.
Oh, yeah.
There is a thing there, but
Oh,
Yeah,
spin mark.
I see it now on Zwift Insider on the
yeah,
courses. Yeah, they have that a scenery arch
yeah.
that they use. Okay.
Yeah. So it is a little bit funny in that it isn't really, a Zwift arch that awards power ups or
But,
anything, but there is an
but, but,
arch that is the start finish. Yeah.
but yeah, it's the same with, for instance, also in Mercury, you have that finish banner. If you have the pants, the village pants, you have that. There's only a race banner at that little kicker after which there's a finish for a lot of races and also another at also at Nyokyo Pens there's also a race banner that's right near the pens as well that they use
Yeah.
or two well
Yeah. So I
yeah
think doing 2 laps of this,
probably
you're going to be fastest on gravel bike, but I think it's
yeah
close between gravel and TT.
yeah it could
Hmm.
be
That's a weird combination. Gravel and TT. Yeah.
I know, right? So anyway, so when I started looking at that, and I was like, you know what, that's kind of fun.
Yeah. Really
So
fun.
that's kind of what decided me. Like when I
oh,
said, oh yeah, it might be worth doing this twice, once on a gravel bike and once on a TT. If you're
Yeah. See how it
yeah
goes.
yeah Yeah, and also as for people that use Swifter bikes as a interest
warning,
point,
yeah,
don't use it because the gravel upgrade that they did last summer, it's still not accounted for because if you do any of the jungle, says that the mountain bike is way ahead of the gravel and the road bikes, but
yeah,
that's not the case. Gravel bikes is superior on jungle.
yeah.
We learned that at hard way in a ladder race where I looked at Swift Power and we chose mountain bikes, they choose gravel, and so
Yeah. I think the mammals got caught. I think they won it, but I think they got caught
yeah,
with
that
that as well. Yeah.
yeah, with on the yeah on yeah it's Spirit
Spirit
Forests
Forest. Yeah.
and yeah and there was there I would even yeah you could choose Western bikes, but there I would instantly say gravel bike because most of it is on Temple KOM up and down.
Yeah.
That seems logical. yeah, but it was with Jungle the discussion between mountain bikes and gravel bikes. But yeah, apparently gravel bikes are mountain bikes aren't really a thing, or
So they're
maybe
still the fastest on the downhill section. So
yeah,
this is where so on a on a scratch race on this course, I might consider a mountain bike because they're still the fastest downhill, and it's a downhill finish on gravel or on dirt.
yeah,
So
This is there's an aside here. You mentioned it, Craig. You're upgrading your gravel bike to
yep.
upgrade the Zwift, the Tron bike. You got to upgrade 3 Zwift bikes, but it can just be any Zwift bikes, or do you have to do the TT and a climbing bike and a road
Oh,
bike?
any Zwift bikes. I did
Any,
no,
so you can do the carbon and the steel and the yeah,
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 so personally I did the TT because I can do that just with time and
yeah, yeah.
not watch Zwift and pedal very slowly while I watch hockey. Uh,
Yes,
yeah, but I then because they're more fun to ride, I did the Zwift Steel and the BMX bike.
the BMX. Okay,
Yeah, because that's a Zwift bike.
it is a Zwift bike. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
I
But
don't
so
know
you don't
why
have
they
to do
would.
a climbing bike necessarily.
No, you don't have to do a climbing bike. You don't have to
Okay.
do a mountain bike, or yeah, you don't have to do one of each
Yeah,
type
yeah.
or anything. Yeah, just three. So you could
Because
do
I think
climbing
that's my
bikes.
next goal. I'd rather upgrade the Tron than get one of the silly bikes. But
Yeah. So the nice thing is the Zwift ones are all entry level bikes.
yes,
So they're very fast to upgrade as opposed
quick
to
upgrades. Yeah.
specialized or whatever. So I'm relatively close. I'm not that close, but I'm relatively close to unlocking the specialized Project 74
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'm
because
also
so I've got the SL8 up to level 5. The Athos is up to level 4, but I'm probably a Vend hop away, but I
Yeah.
don't know if I'm going to do a Vend hop, so
Yeah.
probably two climb rides away from
Mm-hmm.
two big climb rides away from that. And
Yeah.
then because that was the bike I was actually riding when I started, or not when I started on Zwift, when I first got doing a lot on Zwift, I was riding a specialized oh shoot
LA,
um oh no, I can't remember what's it called.
LA, LA.
LA, yeah, LA, yeah.
The
So I was riding a
LAs.
Yeah,
specialized LA. So there was a specialized LA, nothing special about it bike that was
Yeah.
available 5 years ago. I
Yep.
bought it because that was my real life bike, and I like, hey, I'll have that in game too.
Yeah.
And so
Fun.
it's no longer available to buy, but it is an entry level bike. So I can upgrade that entry level bike to which once I have get my Athos from 4 to 5 and upgrade the LA, then I will unlock the Project 74, which I will probably do, but that's probably lower on my priority list than upgrading my gravel bike.
yeah. I
Mhm.
was about to say you will upgrade it maybe faster because I've been starting to do because I got Tarmac SL8 to full
Yeah.
600 around 600 meters from level 3 on my ATOS because climbing bike and gravel bike like it's a niche thing but it's nice to have. But man, you notice it's a gravel bike on tarmac because I was doing with pace partners and you have to do basically I was
A pace partner down. Yeah.
pace partner you have to do a pace partner lower than the wattage you do if you like. I was doing with Miguel, which is 8.8, and I was doing like on average 2.1, 2.2, which is my higher zone 2 ride. Things, but I'm slow. Yeah, for instance, I did yesterday. I did Terding. Yeah, that Welsh. route because it's the route of the week, and I was basically switching on the flatter and downhill sections. I used the Crocs, and on the uphill sections where the many I used the Atos. So just a bit of things. Yeah,
Gives you something to do.
yeah, changing it up and using what's more handy to do. But yeah, I could do the level entries, but yeah, the Tron. It's so niche. Yeah, it's the flattest things. The on the flat courses is the fastest, but yeah, you still see people on it. But yeah,
Yeah, no, it's fine.
but yeah, having a and I have the KDX2 level 3 also was doing, and now with since since I'm doing FRR Tour of Ethiopia, which is has a designated bike as a Tron bike, and I can use it to upgrade my Crocs and even further.
Nice. Actually, that's an excellent idea. Is use a neutralized bike series to upgrade your gravel bike. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's 500 kilometers or whatever. I don't know how many kilometers are in that race, but it should give me maybe 1 or 2 levels out of it, maybe, hopefully. That's
Okay.
about, yeah.
So we've once again wandered off topic. Next, so bringing us back to our agenda, we have the news. So first, let's talk about we have a couple of big things on Zwift Insider. So what do we want to talk about first? Probably do you want to talk about Tour de Zwift first? I think we'll probably be able to get through that without too much getting off topic, and then we can get off topic with the other one.
Yeah, it's again the 6 weeks series that Zwift does do. It's now Tour de Zwift, so it's exploring all the different maps or types. Like next week or starts with stage 1 is Macquarie Islands. The week after that is France. Week 3 is Innsbruck, Yorkshire, and Scotland. Week 4 is London. Week 5 is Watopia, and week 6 till the 15th of February is New York and Richmond.
Yeah.
There's a makeup week, and also on the 20th of January, there's a peak Zwift day, which planning a slate of events led by pros, creators, and Zwift legends: Eric Min, Lucy Charles Barkley, Lionel Sanders, Sam Laidlow. Again, new kits to be unlocked.
Ooh, I just caught all of this. So we've got the ultimate challenge.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Ultimate challenge.
We did that last year.
Yeah. The ultimate challenge is to complete all the routes on all the stages. So this is all the riding routes. Sorry, you don't need to do the run routes, but that is all 3 routes on
that's
all
18
6 stages for 18 routes. If you do that, you can be entered for a chance to win a fancy painted Zwift ride frame. So that's cool.
So do you have to do the race?
So
there's a race part of it.
Yes. So you have to do the race. I think. No, you could do the short ride.
The race and the short route are the same course. So
I see.
Yeah.
And I would expect a lot of people, although it's a race, still people with these types of races, although it's not a race, these shorter rides gets treated as a race.
All of the rides will be raced for some people, yes.
Yeah. I like the bonus of that ultimate challenge. Nine routes you get 500 bonus, 12 routes you get 1200 bonus, 15 rides you get 500 bonus again, and then 18 routes you get an 11 bonus. So it's really giving it to the people that's going the extra mile.
Yeah, yeah. And then the backwards after party cap. I mean, that'll be
Yeah.
sought after for sure. Got to have more
Yeah.
caps. And I think they did this last year. I think we mentioned the once you do those, you get entered to be into the giveaway if you do the ultimate challenge, and you get a Zwift ride, which that's got some colors painted on it for sure. Lots of colors.
There are colors and patterns and
Many
yes,
colors.
and many patterns, different patterns. Yes. Anyway, it's a thing.
Yep.
Pedal Mafia. Yeah. So
Pedal Mafia.
the real life version of the in-game kit for Tour de Zwift this year is available from Pedal Mafia. So that's
Oh, they're a
And will cost a
barrel.
lot, probably.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know what kind of partnership that is or who gets the money or what, but anyway, that's the thing, and that matches the Zwift ride frame. So
Oh,
Tour de Zwift
good.
and Pedal Mafia. So Pedal Mafia was involved in the design, would be my guess. Yeah. Anyway, that's Tour de Zwift. So moving on to what's really going to get us sidetracked. We have the Zwift Year in Review 2025. And when you really look at this and think about it, there is a lot on here.
Yep.
Wow.
So yeah, so France and April got a bunch of new roads, and I like them. Yeah, I think
Yeah. Yeah. I
there's
think,
it
yeah,
really opens up a lot more interesting routes in France for different kinds of races.
we
And I
had
was
to,
happy
yeah,
with them before, even though there's really only one loop and then a hill. And yeah, they put these in, and boy, it's makes it really nice.
Yeah, it added a lot, and it adds a lot of different ways to use the existing roads. I think is
Yes.
the other piece. So that's the really well designed piece of it, in my opinion.
yeah, we had that. We had then we had, of course, the New York expansion, and they also added a bunch of other just ran, yeah, for the special for their tours. They added a bunch of new routes also for their workouts. I think for the what do you call it, Swift Swift plan. Yeah, the workout series, and I think they introduced a bunch of routes for that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 29, 29 routes based on the new roads, so France and New York, and a total of 60 new routes added to the game. So that's quite a lot.
Yeah, it is. And yes, there's a handful
There's
that
also some of course, there's some running course for the runners in there, but still.
yeah. So yeah. So that's all they added a lot of new stuff. And 8 new climb portals. A couple of
Yeah, I
this
don't want to be down on the climb
yeah.
portals, but I thought the whole point of the climb portal was that they could sort of whip those out a little faster. But I love all the climb portals.
So I think they've already got a pretty big library that they of
Yeah,
iconic climbs that they rotate. So I think adding 8 more. Mur de Bretagne was one that I couldn't believe they didn't have in the first place, but
yeah,
that would have
and
been one
quite
of the first ones I would have added. But
yeah, quite like they had the classics, the Quaremont, Carver, Pagos, Cipressa. Cipressa was apparently already introduced, but yeah, from the classics. I still need to do.
It is nice to have some of those. I do like the shorter ones. Those are nice. You can just sort of knock one out or do hill repeats on them. And yeah.
Yeah.
I do like the, let's say, 500-meter to 1,000-meter climbs because
Hmm.
there aren't any in the game other than in the climb portal.
Yeah,
So
Oh, interesting.
yeah, yeah. You have Alp, you have Epic, you have Great, and Innsbruck. Those are the longer climbs. But if you want to do a longer, maybe a longer climb or just training wise, these are nice if they pop up.
yeah, so like the
Uh,
only two long climbs in Zwift really are Alpe de Zwift and Ventop or
no,
Ventoux.
I keep forgetting
Yeah.
Phantom. I still need to
Yeah,
do it.
yeah. So Ventoux, and there's three or four variations of that climb.
Yeah,
Excuse me, that you can do, and um and Alpe de Zwift. So those
yeah, and
but those two climbs are the only ones that are fully in game.
yeah,
And other than that, the biggest climb is whichever direction you go up, whether you go up Epic Reverse, the Grade, or the Mayan route, and go up Epic, one of those four routes, and then up Radio Tower.
yeah,
So that's I think that those four variants of that summit are the next four biggest,
yeah,
and then Innsbruck is the only other big one,
yeah.
or medium big.
Yeah, and then definitely have some bigger in the portal. They have some bigger climbs. I think
Oh, there's a
some
couple of
in
huge ones.
Americas in around the 30 to 40 kilometer mark. There are some climbs in there.
Yeah, so I was looking. Puy de Dome is up this week again, and I still haven't done that one. So I think
Oh
I'm,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I forgot. Yeah, that was the one.
That's a commitment.
Yeah, Mount Hamilton is the longest one at 31.3 kilometers. That's an average of 3.5%. Then Mount Fuji, 25.5. Isola, and then there are a bunch of between 10 and a couple of between 10 and 20 kilometers, which are those uh, 500 to 1,000 meters. A couple of below that's reached 600 miles below. Thank you. Then 10 kilometers, but those are steep ones. But yeah, I still need to do them more. I just need to uh, create a habit of doing at least the climb of the week thing to get my.
yeah, yeah. No,
Because because and like Sean regularly does, if you have like uh, whatever a 15 to a 10 to 20 minute climb, they're great for workouts, for natural workouts, for sweet spot or whatever, or threshold workout, because you have the resistance of the climbs.
yeah. I mean, when I climb them, most of the time I'm just climbing at zone two. Because John's flown by me a couple
Hmm.
times.
No.
Just
Got to get them done, man. Got to get them done.
gotta get him done. No, so yes, I'm just on the. Yep, I've got an easy ride today, and let's do it uphill instead of flat. So
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. If you're upgrading your rate or something like that, so you can do it as a
yeah,
workout or just get zone two right on a climb.
yeah. Well, so for me, I guess it's um I end up just in the if I don't purposefully lower my trainer difficulty more, I end up, really riding like it's a climb at a slightly lower cadence on the steepest bits and whatever. But I still try to keep it kind of high zone two for me, so that yeah, for me that's right around 200
Yeah.
watts. So
Yeah.
Mm.
anyway,
Well,
good
the
fun.
Yeah.
real highlight of last year, Craig,
Oh,
the BMX came out
the
this year.
BMX bike was definitely the highlight. Um,
Yeah.
I, I was kind of ridiculous in the number, how extreme I went in trying to get that bike because we got to the last stage and I still didn't have it. And then I started,
What?
what's that?
Oh, I didn't know it was that desperate at that
Yeah, no.
point.
So at that point, I'd enter every hour, I'd late join and just finish it and
Yeah.
whatever. But yeah, it was, then I finally got it.
Nice. Yeah, I think that one slipped by me. I've got
Yeah. And then I
the
upgraded it,
one from the year
obviously. Yeah.
before.
I won some
Yeah.
races on it before it was upgraded, actually. Good fun. Yeah, so that was the
Yeah.
With,
big spin.
with Zwift camp, that was a baseline and build one. That's what where and breakthrough where you got those routes.
Yeah. So yeah, baseline
Yeah,
build and then
never done them, but I forgot how those series were called, where some new routes were introduced. Yeah, as always, some major events through the Swift games. Also, a great introduction what he did to last year, I think, 2020. Well, in 2024 at least. Big spin, always fun.
yeah.
Tour Fever, Swift Unlocked. We had this last year, and then and also the Fondo series they brought back
Oh yeah, yeah.
the longer routes.
Yeah.
Still need to
Um
force to do. I still quote unquote need to force to do the longer the pretzel ones because they're sitting in my all in my
yeah.
on my unlocked, not never done in what it's all the longer. Or it's either the very long pretzel ones or the bigger climby ones like big loops or whatever, or with lots of climbing, which I probably should do because it's will help me with my uh like the maybe the 40 to 50 to 60 kilometer rides maybe, but man, doing Uber Pretzel, doing 130 kilometers with Alp and Epic and whatever, maybe not.
Yeah.
Well,
Um
today I learned they put a spinner on the top of Bond too.
they
I
did,
still
yeah.
didn't have never done it. Maybe I'll go do the spinner. Maybe that's what is going to draw me up there.
I
Probably not,
think
though.
I've only done that spinner once. I've gone up to the top 3 or 4 times now, I think. Maybe five. Anyway, not a lot.
Yeah.
Not a lot.
Looks like 24 software upgrades, so like two a month.
Yeah,
Pretty good
Mm.
and
clip.
I mean, some of the second ones in the months were because they failed.
They need to
They broke
fix the
things. Yeah.
Yeah. I think one of the
I mean,
a definitely a big thing is the improved integration with a bunch of third-party workout and training plan providers. So
yeah.
Training Peaks has been there for 6, 7 years, I think. Um,
Yeah.
and now,
join was there
yeah,
also.
yeah. So Join, Intervals, Zert, Wahoo Systems, Tridot, Trainer Road, Best Bike Splits, Fast Cat, Coach Cat.
Yeah,
Yeah. So there's a whole bunch, and yeah, it's the other big thing was Zwift giving you XP for outdoor rides.
yeah,
So, I mean, that was a
That's
big
right.
thing too. Yeah.
And then maintaining your streak and
And
just general
maintaining your
integration
streak
with
for
your.
outdoor rides. Yeah.
yeah,
So, I mean, that's
yeah,
I think that is actually possibly the thing I like that they've done the most. Uh,
yeah. Because
yeah.
I, I'm a, I'm at like now level. We talked about it last week with Nate. He told me was at level 19. I'm like at level 75 because I'm single and cycling is my thing. But I think I lost that because I went in 2024. I went on a 2 week holiday and lost it because of that because it only was introduced this year with EXP and Zwift and auto rides counting for your streaks as well. So yeah, if it weren't for that, if it was introduced long ago, I would be probably over 100 week streak by now.
Well, to talk about one of the newest upgrades or changes is the little indicator of how much draft you've got in
Yeah,
while you're racing.
Yes, as far as a
And
yeah,
late year
today's
big one, yeah.
Yeah, and today's race course really illustrated just how you lose that draft at like those hairpin turns or even a sharp 90 degree. If you're not in the right spot, you basically go to zero draft and then you get back in real quick. But it does give you a little indication like, hey, if you punch it here, you can probably move up ahead when you come out of that corner.
It, yeah. It's also a bit like for those on the PC who use Source like I do. You had to like the draft meter, but this is no, it doesn't say how much watch you save, but it gives
Right.
yeah, it's a better
It's a
system
visualization.
than giving all your all because it says sometimes said your 4 meters behind the group you need to go up to move yeah not move into the draft or get better draft but you were still in the draft by then and I think it's a nice indicator and especially if you have steering yeah for those with people who have steering can switch into this steering and you can see it if you can see it indeed if you're moving a bit horizontal in the group out of the group you see the that meter yeah diminishing that you're losing draft so yeah I think it's yeah and of course yeah lots
What is
of
it,
like I said
25 features? Is that?
yeah yeah
Yeah.
yeah
If
the root batch indicator yeah, I think yeah the bike upgrades is very big one. The
Yeah.
elevation profile, the new hearts, well, the new heart in general was introduced this year.
Yeah. The
The
elevation display sensitivity, the factory
yeah
tour challenge, which includes the both the lightning socks and the arrow socks that are actual performance improvement. Bike
I
yeah,
got a
upgrade,
lot of these thoughts.
streaks and the streak flare. Yeah, so Von 2, now that they have the sections the same as the Alp.
Yeah
Splits feature.
yeah big
Lighting
one.
effects. I don't care about lighting effects. Bunch of new HUD stuff.
Yeah
Uh, Ride stats panel. Route badge indicator. More HUD stuff. Yeah, improvements for some
iOS.
Apple stuff.
Uh,
Event
oh yeah the
cooldowns.
cool
Yeah,
yeah
the event cooldown room where you stay
yeah,
separate from the world and still chat with each other for 5 minutes after the event ends. I like
I
that.
think
yeah
that's good. I think
Yeah.
it's good. You're not just
Um,
thrown in the middle of somebody else's conversation. Yeah.
yeah. Join a friend in-game notifications. I'm like, yeah. I like it sometimes, sometimes I don't. Anyway. Pairing screen filtering. Um,
Yeah.
to date, I don't like this. This has been a step backwards for me, but that's partially because that ties with one of the bugs they introduced with Direct Connect, um,
Yeah.
Ethernet or Wi-Fi connections with trainers. So, anyway, yeah, actually, I need to go back on that. Go back on that known problem thread on the forum because I think I found something over the last couple days. So anyway, in-game emoji support, sure. Some people really liked it. Activity card
Yeah.
updates, power
I have a built-in.
highlights, power segments, level up celebrations. That's where
That's what I think is interesting. Maybe it's because
it
I was doing
is.
some of the offer rides. There's a lot of woohoo, level up, good job, like a lot
Yep.
of real interaction around it. Even in
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
race today, I leveled up and somebody's like, "Oh, nice level up." I'm like, "How are you typing?" Like,
Yes.
In some races you can do it like we longer in the virtual slow we had some time because we're in between segments we're roading zone
Yeah.
2 zone 3 but I think on downtown Dolphin it's
like,
just go
good God,
full steam
I know. Yeah.
I couldn't even type THX. I was just like, "Oh, whatever."
um,
score scorekeeper probably would.
Yeah.
but yeah, level up celebrations, more Apple stuff, personalized recommendations, which I think is still in beta. Not everybody has, so it's interesting that they
Hmm.
mentioned that. The draft indicator, which we already mentioned, which is a game changer and should have been there for a while. And the new progress report screen at the when you end your activity, so that
That's
shows.
that's really nice. I found
I
so
like it.
it's
Yeah, I agree.
yeah it's more than it has usually before it had your streak, your data, and which level, and now it gives you the bike you were last on, how much improvement you have. You have your performance stats, you still your fitness trends. Yeah, it's more sleek progress reports. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
A lot
I
more data.
and I and I kind of like also the power segments they introduced in Watopia. It's nice because I like them for because I need to do because I'm not a very good sprinter. The what's the limits course is a quite nice one for if you want to do some like sprint intervals, and they're quite nice for that. See your power for it, but yeah.
yeah. Um,
Game updates, yeah.
Game updates, competitor. Anyway, we won't talk. I don't know if we want to talk about competitors. I haven't ridden on any of them. You've ridden on Ruby. Um, yeah,
I've cancelled my yearly subscription because I was a bit optimistic in doing both to
yeah,
yeah. Yeah, the problem is I'm racing too much on Zwift, and Ruby is fine, but yeah, you have a finite time because I also want to do more auto rides, and yeah,
yeah. You can only ride so much.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
As
My
far
route
as
haven't.
the like what Ruby does is the real world footage. So it's video
Yeah,
and
yeah,
yeah. I always liked Kino Maps for that more than Ruby. Kino Maps isn't
Hmm.
really a big multiplayer thing. It's just you ride the route. But if I want to do that, that's all I want to. I just want to ride the route. I don't care if there's other
yeah,
people
Yeah.
on it. I don't care if there's other
yeah,
people on it or not. So to me,
yeah,
Kino Maps was a little bit better for the simulation of a route, but I landed on
yeah.
Zwift after trying both, and
Yeah, you have
because
you have that
the
also
community
with
was yeah,
tax. So also at that pre-recorded video where you could do a bit the
yep,
same
yep.
thing.
Well, so I think Kino Map is really good because it's very crowdsourced. So
Yeah,
can you can take a video yourself and upload the GPX with it, and
yeah,
lots of people have done the same thing, and you can
and
ride
ba-
a
uh,
huge number of routes. Yeah,
yeah, and Ruby basically did the same thing. It opened also the
yeah,
possibility to record your own thing and put it on Ruby. So you have
oh,
user generated routes.
yep,
So extending that library.
yeah. No, anyway, both it's a cool function, but
Yeah,
it's not worth as much to me as the racing and community in Zwift. So
yeah,
that's
yeah,
how I ended up on Zwift.
yeah. Don't really didn't really care for Ruby, but I've done a couple of races, and it's fun to see the yeah. Sometimes with a competitor, other riders in it, but yeah, it's you could select like at the beginning at like three bots riding with them, but I scrapped them. Suddenly, even though they gave you a draft benefit or something like that, but I was mainly in Ruby for those yeah for having the real while feature video of the route you were doing, which was nice, but yeah.
Yep. So
I've
anyway,
decided to not renew it. It won't be renewed in April
yeah.
2026.
Well, so that's 2025 in review. Looking forward to 2026. I don't want to let's not get into Zwift for 2026. Let's I think we just wanted to talk about our resolutions briefly. So, yeah, that's resolutions with Zwift or and Zwift using Zwift, I guess. So I guess I'll go first with one of them. My big one is to be more consistent. Yeah, I definitely kind of drop off the wagon, especially on doing if I doing easy rides or like doing my volume stops occasionally. And it's fine when I'm doing volume outside, but sometimes both stop. Anyway,
I think I, th- I think my main one. I'm still consistent with it, but well, I got my Strava review thingy. I looked at it, and it's like uh, I think I'm like 40% of my kilometers are outdoors, 60% out on indoor platforms, and it's in time wise, it's like 46 percent, 45, but still want to do more outdoor. I think percentage wise, having it closer to the over half. I don't know, but yeah, it's
Yeah, I
sometimes to
think
do with the weather.
that's the
It's
balancing
sometimes
act, isn't it?
sometimes it has to do with the weather because I wanted to ride more outside during now the holidays were out sometime. But even though it didn't really snow, it wasn't really the weather. It was rainy, whatever, or lots of wind, which is also not funny to ride in because even though it's might be degrees, but with the wind chill, it gets below freezing. So yeah,
Yeah, the weather is definitely, I mean, I think that's one of the reasons we all sort of gravitated to Zwift is like, okay, I can always Zwift. But like last week, we had a stretch of, I don't know, 3 or 4 sunny days, and I didn't Zwift very much.
yeah, fair enough.
I was just outside. I was doing hikes and runs and walks, and it's like, okay, it's okay that I'm not doing Zwift. I don't need to just put in the miles to put in the miles or the kilometers. But yeah, I think more intentionality to it. Although I still like that flexibility of like, yeah, okay, it's a beautiful day. I'm going to go for a ride outside today because it's beautiful.
yeah, yeah. And sometimes funny because I did a 3 hour auto ride today. It was like 3 degrees, bit of wind, but still doable. Well, it's sunny. It was funny because I came back to check up on the cyclocross results to see how that went, and which was in Mol, which is about 75 kilometers from where I lived, and apparently it snowed there, and also in the Netherlands where Marjolein is, it snowed there for a couple of
Did,
centimeters. So,
did
so
anyone finish that race? That looked awful. That
Yeah,
looked just awful.
yeah. We had a brutal storm here yesterday.
Yeah.
And so we were driving home oh, what, maybe just under 200 kilometers from my parents,
Okay.
and it was brutal. So yeah, we followed the plow a couple times at 30.
Oh, that's not fun.
Well, it's actually better than
Hey,
not.
yeah,
Um,
it's better than not. Right. Good
so
point.
then the plow pulls off, and you're like, the road. So
Yeah.
yeah. Anyway, found one poor young fella who'd slid just off the road. I didn't have a tow strap, so couldn't pull him out.
Yeah.
He had a cell phone. I can't help you any more than you can help yourself. But anyway, no, we yeah. So with that snow, hopefully the trails get groomed, guys get out on the snow dogs, and
Mm,
that bike season starts.
yeah.
So yeah, that's the. But there's a really big shoulder season here where it's miserable to be outside, but you don't have the fun of snow bike of fat biking.
It's not amenable to fat biking yet. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean you can still go out there, but it's the same as doing it in good weather.
Yeah. It's muddy and yeah.
Yeah.
Well, my hope for 2026 is a real Scotty, a real plushie I can stick in my pocket for riding around outside.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
I could see Zwift pumping those out. Like, they sell socks and shirts and water bottles. Like, yeah, throw a Scotty in there.
I
I'd
can't
pick one
believe
up.
they didn't do that immediately, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah.
It seems like a really big missed opportunity.
Yeah.
And they can have two versions: a normal plushie and as well like a, well, I would call it a dog too, but if you squeeze on it, it's a ride on.
Oh, yeah. Little chip
Oh
inside it
my.
with a button. Yep.
Yeah, that's funny.
This could be an Etsy project for next year. A little side income, side hustle.
Yeah. Oh, that's outstanding. Yeah, so there we go. I think my others resolution is as far outside of being consistent on Zwift is some it's to ride more consistently outside in a bunch of different disciplines. So
Oh,
I think I'm gonna try and buy a mountain bike. Um,
okay.
I've not had a bike with suspension because mountain bikes didn't when I stopped mountain biking. And yeah, and I'm gonna try and yeah, try and do at least one big, probably at least two big BMX races. I'm gonna do my fat bike race, and I want to get out and do. I want to get a mountain bike and do some more mountain biking than I've been.
That's a great aspiration. I'm on the get rid of bikes mode right now. I have too many. I need to consolidate and
No,
they
no,
all
no,
kind of
no,
do
no,
the
no,
same
no,
thing.
no, 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 no. I have some bikes I'd like to get rid of, but they're bikes that neither of my kids fit anymore.
There's that too. Yeah.
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 My problem is I want to get because I have my road bike. I had a mountain bike which got stolen out of my building, but I want to get. I want maybe like a gravel bike or something. But problem is I don't have storage, so I need to still need to buy or rent and
I
then
see an
the
awful lot
garage
of
in the
ceiling
building.
behind you without a bike on it.
Just hang
Yeah,
them from
yeah,
the
but
top.
yeah, but the problem is I live on the ninth floor. There is a lift, but I can't. You can't. Well, legally, I won't say legally because, but it's not. They don't want you to put your bike in the lift. So I don't want to carry a bike nine floors up and down the whole
Yeah,
time.
that would be, yeah. That's your other workout for the day.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, or I could just go down it, move up again, and call it quits. That's the workout done. No bike fighting.
Well,
But
I think that yeah. Did anybody else have any resolutions they want to talk about?
No.
Okay. Well, I think that wraps it up then. So thank you to John Keenan. Thank you to Steph Etienne. Thank you to all of you for listening, and good luck on all of your Zwift and off Zwift racing endeavors. And moo and good night.